Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome back to another video. I don't know how far this video is on our timeline or order of things, but I couldn't wait any longer. It's time for me to put the GT4 lip on, get the side skirts on, and get the rear diffuser on. I'm gonna try and knock all of this out within maybe an hour, hour and a half. As you can see, I already started. This honestly wasn't really that difficult to take off. My main thing about removing this carbon is that I didn't know what the paint would look like under, but it honestly looks great and I'm super happy because I was extremely nervous starting this because I was like, man, if it looks like crap under there, I'm gonna have to respray everything. I mean, I already have to respray this bumper. Number one, there's rock trips. It didn't really survive the Tail the Dragon trip too well, plus the other rallies that we've been doing. So it's gonna have to get resprayed. Plus there's a couple holes drilled in there from the previous owner. I guess they put a Euro plate on there and they decided that drilling holes through the bumper was the best way to go rather than just double-sided tape. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So this bumper will eventually get resprayed. But until then, the lip is gonna go on there. So I already got one side off. It was just 3 bolts or 3 screws right at the bottom. And then there was some double-sided tape on this top part here. So I'm gonna do the same thing over there and then start mocking up this, this front lip to get put on there. So tag along, let's do it. All right, so screws at the bottom are done. So I had a little finesse that I did on the other side. I'm gonna try and see if I can finesse it a little bit on this one. But there's a thin line of double-sided tape right here that I just gotta work off a little bit. So I'm gonna get to work on that and I'll show you guys what it looks like when everything is all done. Okay, so not as bad as I thought it was. Not as great as I thought it was, but not as bad as I thought it was. This side definitely came off quicker than the other. So I'm gonna clean everything up right now the best that I can. And I'll probably clean up this GT4 lip a little bit too. I would like to be able to put this on without having to take the bumper off, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get started. So luckily, I just finished washing this car. Probably should have done this after, but I did it before. So I still have some soap on my thing beforehand, so clean it up a little bit. It's not much to clean. And then we'll dry it off. Way better, way better. I'm a happy guy right now. Look at that, that's clean. That's clean, zoom in on that. Not too close, I want to see my rock chips. I needed that because I was nervous. Let's see what I got to do to get this, this lip on. Well, it was just as I feared. Bumper's got to come off. So, for all you guys who knew that and didn't tell me anything beforehand, I hate you. Just kidding. Bumper's got to come off. So I'm going to do my best to get this off. And then we're going to have to drill from the top through the bumper into the lip. So that's the reason why it's got to come off, so I can get that type of angle. Ben told me it shouldn't really be too difficult, and honestly it doesn't look too difficult. Wheels got to come off, whole bunch of little 10s probably in there. Pull all that off, and then whatever little bolts that I'll show you guys after it's all done. So I got to bring the car back down so I can take off, I can break loose the front lugs, bring it back up and get to work. All right, well, we did it. So I will tell you what I learned. First things first, I'm gonna put this down somewhere where I won't damage it. Okay, so Ben told me that it was pretty simple to take off the bumper. And I got to this one side and I was at the under panels and I was like, wait a minute. He said it was easy. Why is it not easy? And I was like, no, it has to be easier than this. So basically, I want you to see this. Come here. This right here, all of this is what I call a learning experience. This is how many pieces I took off on the driver's side. Okay? Now let's go to the passenger side. This is how many pieces I took off on the passenger side. So this is what I call a learning experience. And yeah, so now we're finally got the bumper off. It didn't take as long as I thought, but I was still dreading it just because it's extra work and honestly, nobody wants to do stuff they don't have to do. With that being said, the moment has arrived. Let's get it done. Okay, so just a quick little update, and I'm gonna stand out here and try and be as much in the light as I possibly can because we're running out of sunlight. This definitely is a bolt-in front lip, and no, I didn't want to use self-tappers either. I want to do this the correct way because if I'm going to be doing, you know, speeds, triple-digit speeds or whatever on whatever track I'm going to, I definitely don't want this to be one of the reasons why I have to call it a day because it fell off or flew off or broke off or whatever. But the issue that I'm running into is that this kit has to be basically screwed in from the bottom of the bumper into it. So there's just some angles that are just becoming a little bit cumbersome to reach, but we're kind of figuring it out and working our way through. But it's 1, 2, I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 7 bolts or 8 bolts that go through, and we're gonna try and get as many of those as we can. And if we can't get a certain one because it's just too difficult, I'll probably try and make up for it with double-sided tape or 3M or something like that. But there's no reason why this should come off in any way, shape, or form. But knock on wood, and I hope and pray that it doesn't. So we're gonna get this wrapped up and then we're gonna go on to the other things that we got. All right, so just like a quick little filler, an hour, I think about an hour has went by. There's a spot over here that I wanted to touch up a little bit. So I have my dad getting me some parts for that so I can touch that up. But the GT4 lip is on. Probably in the morning, I'll do some cinematics because obviously there's no more light. So maybe in the morning, I'll try and get some cinematics for you guys. But now I'm working on the side skirts. We got one of them on. If you guys watched the previous video, I don't know, it was maybe like 4 videos ago or whatever, I revealed all of the parts that I had to install in this. So these side skirts aren't carbon, they're just normal black. But when I'm ready to get the carbon, I'll get the carbon, but I got these because I knew that these would eventually go on the E36. They were designed for the E92, but they fit and they have the same dimensions that will also fit an E36. So I knew that eventually I would be buying these for that car. So it just works better that I just put them on them for right now. And then eventually when I get the carbon ones, I'll just go ahead and swap them over. But I'm gonna finish this side, do the other side. And then after, I'll go over here real quick so I can show you guys the diffuser. So the diffuser is pretty nice, I can't lie. This is gonna go on the back once I finish the side skirts. So basically until my dad gets here, I'm just trying to knock out all the other things that I can knock out for right now. Here's the little 3M tape that they have. And then I'll see if there's any place where I can add some more just to keep the, make sure that it still has some type of structural rigidity. But yeah, we're gonna throw this on after I finish and give you guys the final product in the morning. This will probably be the last clip until the morning. So with all that being said, I know it's probably not like a really long video, just kind of maybe a couple clips thrown together, just try and get it done. I work tomorrow, so I'm not trying to spend my whole night doing this. So I'm gonna try and put the camera down and just wrap it up and get everything done as quick as I can. But if you guys did like the video, if you guys did like the install, if you guys like the stuff that we did, comment down below, let me know what you liked. Comment down below what are some other things that you guys would like me to order for this car. It's a new platform for me. You know, I've always had the E36s, E46s, so this is my first M, and I'm super grateful that, you know, I have it, and I love the platform that I'm on. It's slowly becoming more of a daily driver for me, ironically, but it's still my little garage queen. But just comment down below, let me know what are some new installs or new parts that you guys would like me to order, and I'll definitely take a look at them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cue the cinematics.